vote. You know, we try to keep it as light as possible here on the Man Show, but, you know, since it's an election year, we're going to have to touch on a couple issues. Now, do you guys vote? Of course you don't.
Oh,
Good.
That's
Excellent.
a good thing. We don't need Vin Diesel as president.
Yeah, stay out of the booth.
All right. What we want to talk about tonight is all these people that come into this country and do nothing but sponge off the system.
Right. There's one particular group of over 4 million people a year that sneak into this country and don't contribute one damn thing.
They don't.
Okay?
They don't speak the language. They don't want to work. They just take and they take and
They waste all of our natural resources.
You know what we're talking about, too.
Take their ass.
Babies.
That's right.
Yeah.
Babies. Every year this country...
Time to put your foot down.
Every year this country spends billions of dollars patrolling our borders, and we think it's about time you put a border patrol at the foot of every uterus. Anything that comes out without a visa, kick that little sucker back in. The lot is full. We'll call you when we need extra.
Babies.
Yes.
I think they're with us. I don't like babies. And every time you say you hate babies, people say, oh, you were a baby once too, you know. Yeah? You know who else was a baby once? All 19 of the 9/11 hijackers.
Looks like we got a few babies out there.
Joe had this, should you get that article? Read that article to him.
Listen to this. This is fantastic.
This is beautiful.
This was in USA Today. This is real. Yesterday, on a commercial flight flying from Miami to Brazil, passenger Brian Holtzman became annoyed by a crying baby. He allegedly asked a flight attendant for a cup of water, and then he threw it in the crying baby's face.
How beautiful is that?
The arresting officer said Holtzman was probably drunk, but Holtzman said, I was just trying to get some sleep.
This guy isn't a criminal, he's a hero. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have all been bothered by a crying baby on a plane, but he did what we wish we could all do if we only had the balls and a glass of water.
And a glass of water. Yeah. So we think it's time we honored another Man Show man, and we're lucky to have him here tonight. Please, gentlemen, give a big round of applause for Brian Holtzman.
A Man Show man.
How are you, sir? Sir, you are my hero. I want to let you know that, seriously.
Well, what's up with your case?
I had my arraignment. They gave me a continuance, and I think I have to go back on the 16th or the 17th. I don't know. But my lawyer says I can't discuss anything about the case. But the judge is like a Judge Judy type bitch, so I think I'm going to get screwed.
Well, listen, man. I'm pretty sure you're going to get off because I don't think the baby can pick you out of a lineup.
Tell us what happened on the plane.
I'm trying to get some rest. The baby's screaming. I mean, just wailing. It was a horrible, horrible sound. Like a diaper pin was up the baby's ass. So I calmed down. I asked my flight attendant for a glass of water, and I just threw that water right in the baby's face.
Now, did that stop the baby from crying?
No, it made it worse. But it made me feel a lot better.
All right, listen, man. I don't know him, all right? But from what you tell me, that baby sounds like a total dick.
Definitely. I hate dick babies. There's nothing worse than a dick baby. Brian, would you mind recreating your act of bravery right here on our show?
I'd love to.
All right, please, Brian, have a seat right here in your chair. And we're going to have flight attendant Juggy Lisa come by with a glass of water. And then flight attendant Candace will play your crying baby.
What do you say? Let's do it.
Hey, hang on here. Let me get you a fresh glass of water.
All right, I'll start the baby crying. Cry, baby. Cry.
Okay. Now, you sit next to the baby, you're trying to get a little shut-eye, and all you hear is this crying. What do you do? What do you do?
That baby is welling up with tears.
Absolutely.
Brian Holtzman, thank you very much for helping us out, sir.
We'll be right back with more Man Show!
legendary Boston Red Sox slugger Ted Williams is the last major leaguer to hit 400 and is widely regarded as the greatest hitter in baseball history. He was also a decorated U.S. Marine pilot who flew missions in both World War II and the Korean conflict. Ted Williams passed away in 2002, but he lives on in our hearts. Ted Williams is a man show man.
Ted Williams passed away during the summer of 2002, and his body was cryogenically frozen.
But through the strength of sheer bitterness alone, he's joining us here tonight. Please welcome frozen Ted Williams, ladies and gentlemen.
Set it down. Now get your hand off my ass.
Thanks. Sir, it's really great to have you here. You're a true legend.
Stop kissing my ass, kid. It's pretty cold back there. Your lips will get stuck to it like a tongue on a flagpole. It's colder than Dr. Laura's vagina back there. Why do you think she wears a clitoral hood?
Frozen Ted, what do you miss most about life now that you're frozen?
What do I miss? Taking a dump, kid. You take that stuff for granted. Also miss having my own place. Right now I'm shacked up in between a dozen wiener dogs and Walt goddamn Disney.
Oh, so you live in a freezer with a Nazi? Dude, that sucks.
You don't talk to me about Nazis, pansy. You're on a TV show where you run around trying to get morons to eat worms. When we were duking it out with the Nazis at Pegasus Bridge, we used to eat worms for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we liked it. As far as I'm concerned, they ought to call your show Queer Factor. You got soft monkey boy playing second fiddle to Andy Dick all them years.
Frozen Ted, I respect that you served your country and all, but I'm not going to be made fun of by a guy who plays a gay sport like baseball.
Did you just call baseball gay? I will lay a frostbite on your toes that'll turn you blacker than Jackie Robinson's balls. Listen to me, son.
I'm sorry, you're right. It's not gay at all. I mean, all baseball players do is wear matching outfits and hats and run around patting each other on the ass all day.
That's pretty gay.
All right, let's get off the subject for a minute and talk about women. How do you feel about women in professional sports?
I think it's great. I got tremendous respect for them lesbos. They've made some fine films. Hey, I need to ask you guys a favor. Why don't you round up a couple of them juggy girls? Tell them to throw on some skates and glide around my bat and balls. And by bat and balls, I mean my penis. And balls!
Yeah, we knew what you meant, man.
All right, Frozen Ted, you don't sound very happy right now. Why did you allow yourself to be frozen in the first place?
I don't sound happy? Hey, let's fast forward to you in a couple weeks when this shitbag cable thing ends. You were back at the Green Bay Funny Bone peddling your CDs after the Late Show and trying to beg a hand job from the waitstaff. Listen to me. My crazy son thinks he can make a fortune using my DNA to create a clone that can hit 400. They actually made one. He hit pretty good, too. But he was born with a face on his stomach. We had to put him down.
Was he gay, too?
All right, knock it off, you two. Let's cut to the bull. The only reason I came on here tonight was to promote my new line of Ted Williams sherbet flavors. Beer, hot dogs, and tobacco.
You know what? I gotta tell you, with all due respect, Mr. Williams, I don't think Lou Gehrig would ever put his name on some crap like that.
Lou Gehrig was a pussy and a quitter. Did you know that the year I hit 400, I asked him, hey, you inject me with that Lou Gehrig disease. Just level the playing field. But the commissioner didn't have the balls. If you ain't a doctor, having a disease named after you means you're a loser. I call him Loser Gehrig.
All right, relax, Frozen Ted.
Hey, I contracted the Ebola virus back in the summer of 1949. You know what I did? I shook it off. Then I hit 4 for 5. You give me a shot of that SARS, I'll hit for the cycle. And I'll still go downtown to Chinatown and get a happy ending.
Easy, Frozen Ted. Settle down, man. You gotta melt.
If the natural aging process didn't take its toll on the human body like it does, I'd be immortal.
Can somebody take Frozen Ted back to the freezer, please?
I'd live forever like a vampire. Not one of them Tom Cruise vampires. I mean a straight one. I'd only play night games. I'd
be right back with more Man Show right after this.
You know, I'm not very religious, but I look at an ass like Chrissy's and I think, there's got to be a God.
Yeah. The boobs are man-made. The boobs are man-made, but the ass, divine intervention.
And since I'm not very religious, I decided to go out and find myself a religion, so I went shopping. Rabbi.
Hey, Joe, come on in.
All right.
You want to become Jewish, then you got to say to myself, you know, there's a part of me that says I got to do a lot more. We have 613 commandments. Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay, give me some examples. What
Okay.
are some of the ways?
This may hurt you, but you got to have a circumcision.
I already had it.
Yeah, but you got to have...
Another one?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Dude, come on. They took off enough as it is.
Hey, we Jews go through a lot of pain.
What's up with the bacon thing? No pork?
Yeah.
That's a tasty little animal.
Don't tempt me.
Okay, what about pot? How does that come in? Marijuana.
It's
I like to
cool.
smoke a little marijuana. That's okay?
Why not?
Really?
get
But when
high.
I get high, I like bacon. That's the problem. I want to find out who God's rooting for. If he's rooting for you or if he's rooting for me. Who's right here? So we're going to play rock, paper, scissors. What do you say?
You got it.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go. Ooh.
What does that tell you? God loves us both.
You know what? I'm going to leave it at that.
You got it.
Thank you, Rabbi Mentz. Very nice meeting you.
Thank you for coming by.
Here we are at the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Is this like the oldest religion?
5,000 years ago, Krishna personally appeared on Earth.
Did he show up at an airport? What's up with that, though? You guys are really pushy at the airport. That gets kind of annoying.
Well, I've been to airports, and I'm not pushy, but
Really?
that's just me.
So you don't tell them, listen, man, you got to go out there and sell Hare Krishna.
I don't. My boss at Circuit City used to tell me that about selling extended warranties.
All right, what about premarital sex?
No.
No?
Sex is for a particular purpose.
It is?
Yes, it's
What's
for
that?
procreation.
That's it? So you don't believe in condoms?
No.
Dude! Come on, man. You're going to catch the herpes. You got to be careful. Are you allowed to get massages?
Yeah.
If a massage is okay, what about a hand job? Isn't that basically the same thing? It's just a massage of your private parts. No, I'm not really good at the tambourine or the drums. Will that be a problem?
Every day we get up at 4 a.m. and from 4:30 to 7:30 we sing and dance in great jubilation. So there's a lot of
I've
positive
heard your
things.
music though, dude. It's not much to dance to.
It grows on you.
Does it grow on
It grows on you.
Oh, that might be the lack of sex. It might be messing with your rhythm. Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, you did.
All right, now we're at the First African Methodist Episcopalian Church, the oldest black church in all of Los Angeles. Now, what are your rules?
First of all, read the Bible, because you can read that for yourself.
What can you learn from Noah and the Ark?
The interesting thing is that Noah was a drunk.
He was a drunk?
And
Okay.
what that shows us is that God takes everybody. He chooses everybody
But
for
he
a
picked the
wonderful
drunk. That's
purpose.
not a good idea. The drunk was the only guy that lived. Everybody else died. So, as far as like physical pleasures, like as far as like premarital sex, that's bad.
Shallow,
Why is that
frivolous
shallow?
fun.
Okay, what is shallow and frivolous? It's your
Because
own
after
personal
sex
definition.
is like 20 seconds
I-
and you're done.
Well, you're hanging out with wrong dudes. 1, 2, 3, go. Ooh, you got me. Paper covers rock.
There you go. Thank you, God.
You got me. Give me some knuckle. Thank you. Well, we're here at the Thai Buddhist temple to see what this is all about. So monks aren't allowed to have any sex whatsoever?
No.
No sex. But do you ever miss pleasure? Do you ever think, maybe let me take a year off and go date some chicks and then go back to being a monk?
Oh no, cannot be, no.
What about masturbation?
I don't know that one. No.
Are you sure you don't know?
I don't know.
Come on, man. Look at me. Come on, dude.
Monk has, we cannot do that.
Okay, you will play a Zen version of rock, paper, scissors. You don't do anything, and I'm gonna think you pulled out the paper.
I know.
And seeing that, I would have busted out the scissors, dude. I clocked you from the moment I met you. You're an easygoing paper guy.
Wicca is an earth-based religion that worships and celebrates both a goddess and a god.
This is like witchcraft, right?
Yeah. It's like witchcraft.
So do you guys have a specific diet that you have to follow? Like, how about bacon? Can I eat bacon?
I eat bacon.
Really? What about pot?
Well, yeah, if you like it.
All right. What about premarital sex?
Sex is not considered anything dirty. It's actually sacred.
That's what I'm talking about. Finally. Well, that's it. They made a sale. I'm going to be a witch.
Honestly, I would have thought you'd go the Hollywood way. I thought you'd have gone Buddhist.
I could never maintain the vow of silence. I scream when I masturbate.
Really?
Yeah. You don't scream?
No, I cry like a sissy.
More Man Show coming up. And now it's time for a little Q&A. Actually, you want to do a shot first?
Let's do a shot.
Shot first.
We got shots because there's no such thing as a non-alcoholic Jägermeister they could screw us over with.
Salud.
Wasn't Ted?
Nah, I'm all right.
All right.
Slater Hawes. Slater. This guy I know, says Slater, recently lost a testicle. Honestly, should he warn girls before hooking up with them? No, you use it as ultimate goof. If I had one nut, I would just go. Every girl, I'd tell her that was the most incredible orgasm. I have never that hard. And then you go, oh God, no! Oh! Can you check inside your baby? I'm not kidding. Look at that.
All right, I'll let Tom know that, man. Thank you.
All right, Luciano Evangelista Jr. Did you add more to that name? The girl I'm dating now works at a woman's prison. Can you offer me some subtle suggestions to convince her to use the handcuffs on me?
Yep.
You tool.
What do you think, Frozen Ted?
Frozen Ted?
Yeah, you be careful of that handcuff stuff. I had a young lady try that with me. Sounded like a good idea until she opened the closet, and the Oakland Athletics came out and took me.
Let's throw the last question to Ted. How many days after you, Ted, you listening?
Yeah, I got
How many
you.
Sal Arroyo? Sal, Ted will answer for you. How many days after you get a girl's phone number should you call her? Ted?
You don't take a girl's phone number. You close the deal when you see that young lady.
All right, good night, everybody.
Thanks, Frozen Ted.
Thanks, Frozen Ted.
Right
Now, girls on trip.